Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Chris McGee, Big Game James, Mike Bresnan. We have Mike Trudell down at Crypto.com Arena. The Lakers snapped their season-long 4-game losing streak against the Phoenix Suns, and the key was getting some healthy bodies back. Jackson Hayes was back, and he was huge. You got Dorian Finney-Smith back, Gabe Vincent, and Luka, who missed one game, back in the lineup, and it was basically a wire-to-wire, very convincing win for the Lakers.
Yeah, it's good to know that the Lakers, can miss a player or two. And when you get guys like, Hayes back and Vinny Smith, get some guys back, that they can play well and win. And that's what we saw tonight. Phoenix didn't shoot the ball well. They hit, 24 threes the other night or so, and only, 9 tonight.
Yeah.
And then the Lakers did well from the free throw line. And, they got some collective help from guys. I thought Hayes' existence right away, having him back right away, you can see his impact on his scoring ability, his defense, his presence. And so it's nice to get some guys back. Nice to get back on the winning side at home against a dangerous team that didn't shoot the ball well at all. And some of that had to do with defense and playing good on that end. And some of it just had to do, they just had a poor shooting night.
Yeah.
And it was to our favor.
Yeah, we had a good graphic on the pregame show showing the Lakers 0-4 over the last 4 without Jackson Hayes, and he's a big part of this team. People forget about it, Geet. Okay, when Jackson's hurt, you either have guys like, Koloko and Trey Jemison, not a lot of experience there, or Alex Len towards the end of his career. So after Jackson Hayes, there's just not a lot of depth at the center position, and we all knew that would be the case once the trade deadline ended, and that was it for the Lakers. They got the trade rescinded. Hayes has to stay healthy. And how happy is Luka Doncic having that lob threat back out there? No disrespect to Koloko or Jemison, but Hayes is he's the guy with the vertical. He's the guy with the length. He's got that good nose around the basket for that ball.
You've seen what a rim runner, great athlete, long, big can do with a Luka Doncic. It got to the finals in Dallas. Obviously, Kyrie and Luka have a lot to do with that, but when you pair those type of players with Luka, those guys thrive. You're seeing it with Jackson Hayes. And by the way, since January 30th, this team is 15-2 with Jackson Hayes in the starting lineup.
Yes.
They're 0-4 without him.
Yeah.
That's called an X Factor guy.
X Factor.
This is not an 0-4 trip if he's healthy.
X Factor and then Pactor. He'd be on my list every game because he does it on both ends. On the offensive end, for a passer, it's one thing to try to make a little pocket pass or try to make a little pass directly. When you have a player that you can go over the top, it's an outlet. Any passer will tell you that if you can get it up there, it's an easy pass to make. Hayes does that. Defensively, if you bring it to the rim softly, he's going to come and get it. He's not the AD, but he is a guy that will alter your shots, and he's there. And I've seen him meet you at the rim. And the energy that he brings, I'm sure other coaches in the locker room saying, look, don't take him for granted. You got to match his energy, because if you don't, he's going to be effective.
Also a lot tougher than I think people give him credit for. He's not afraid of physicality. Let's go back downtown. Austin Reeves with Mike Trudell.
All right, Austin, I know it was very important for you to come off of that difficult trip, down so many bodies, to find a way to get a victory. But what was the biggest reason today?
We fought. We played a really good first half. I think we were up 17.5. Not so good third quarter. And then you just got to, when things kind of get a little, out of rhythm out there, you kind of just got to figure out how to get away with a win. And we needed that one going 0-4 on the trip. So it's good to get a win. Hopefully we can get back on the right side of, playing good basketball. So first half was really good. Could have been better second half, but, it's just the game.
I know you missed Jackson Hayes. What was it like having him back as that lob threat and all the other things that he does?
Yeah, me and Jackson are usually not very nice to each other. Joke around all the time, tell him I don't like him. But, God, it was good to get him back. Just his energy, his effort, his presence in the pocket, like you said, lob threat. It gives Luka, basically, when he has a really good lob threat, it's almost impossible to guard him because he looks off the low man so well. So, Jax, this is the first and only time.
Mr. President!
It's the first and only time I'll say something positive about you.
I won't tell him the positive stuff that you said, and especially since he came and said something nice there, you're almost winning on top of that, right? So, yeah, that's a good job there.
We'll get back to telling each other we hate each other in a second. So, yeah, it's good to see him back.
Last one for you. You spent so much time, of course, on the court with LeBron and got to know how to play with him. How are you getting to know Luka, and what kind of rhythm are you two coming into?
Just, that on-court chemistry is a real thing. Anytime that you can, log more minutes together, you're going to figure out, how to play with one another. He got me an unbelievable look there the last, minute, 45 seconds. Yeah. I was pissed I missed that one. So, when you play with him, you're going to get good looks. He draws so much attention. So, shout out to him. He played a hell of a game tonight. All
right, go get some ice packs.
Appreciate you. I need them.
Go get good stuff there from Mike Trudell and Austin Reeves. This is the last 3 games, guys. He went for 28, 37, and 28. That is a 31-point average and 44% from 3, 7 rebounds and 7.3 assists. And I laugh because, when LeBron James is out, you're never going to make up for what he does. But what a luxury to have your third guy be someone like Austin Reeves that can really fit with any lineup. And if Luka's out, he becomes the A. And he's getting used to being that role as well. And when LeBron comes back, he plays the 3 just fine. It's pretty incredible, big game. And his passing and his handles, Richard Jefferson was talking about it the entire broadcast, really have gone to another level.
We have 3 A's. LeBron with his age and experience. Luka with his youth and his, legend already where he has to go. They're 2 Magic Johnsons. This is our A2. He's an A because he does things that those 2 don't do on the defensive end. When he has the ball in his hands, I'd bet you that he draws more fouls and gets to the line. He has a better floater, I think, than those 2 guys. So we're very fortunate. When LeBron and Luka were out, we almost beat the Denver Nuggets behind his play. So he does the same things. He scores. He gets other people in. Maybe not a better passer, maybe in that category, but he still can pass. But he's a major threat. You cannot go to sleep when LeBron and or Luka are out, and he's has the ability to handle the ball and do what he does. He's to me, he's Pistol Pete Reeves.
You bring up such a great point. I mean, he's an elite passer, but he's the 3rd best passer on this team. Mm-hmm. But also, LeBron and Luka have such physical gifts. You're right, they're in the Magic Johnson tier. So it's almost unfair to Austin, but he is a great passer as well.
Yeah, he is. It gets lost in the shuffle. He's a shooting guard who kind of wants to be a point guard, some of the time. So that's a fun part of his game for sure. And Guy, we've had this fun discussion in the newsroom for about a month now. Is he the 3rd best? Is he the best 3rd player on any NBA team? I mean, his case is rising. Got some good players in Boston after Jaylen Brown and, of course, Jason Tatum. Got some good players in Cleveland. Maybe Mobley's at 3rd best player.
You're talking about the best teams in the league, right? That means you're a great team.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
OKC. You got your top 2. Then is it Holmgren? Who comes after him? I don't know. Austin Reeves absolutely stating a case as being one of the best number 3 options in the NBA. And I'll tell you what, in a great guy, always love talking to him, and on a very equitable deal. He was happy to sign it a couple years ago, and the Lakers locked him up for 4 years. It's great all around.
Brett said it when we were watching the game. He's like, that might be the best contract in the NBA. I mean, when you look at it now, for $12 million a year, what he's going to be making at some point, it's pretty incredible.
Good for him.
Okay, guys, let's focus on Luka. We had said, in the 2 games without LeBron, they were 0-2, and this was a game that they desperately needed. Luka has a history with the Suns. I think that's what Laker fans love about Luka. He's got a history with a lot of the teams that Laker fans have history with. And he just, he loves these moments. But I feel like the poise that he had coming in tonight, James, the way he played, he got to the line, he got the calls tonight. He was 13 of 14 from the free throw line, just in control. The assists, he ended up with 33, 11, and 8. Par for him, but in a game that they absolutely had to have.
And 4 turnovers, to me, it's like 2 turnovers for somebody who handles the ball.